It's just, you know what? I really, oh, all of this. I don't want people to see all my stuff. Hey, everybody. I saw my little video that I did about Stacey Abrams and Kim Gardner and Africa. And I just came to add some more stuff to it. Hopefully, oh, you can see. Ah, the lights totally went out on me before. This is my camera. It's my fault. I hope so, but it doesn't make any difference. I'm back. And I was reading where Stacey Abrams is moving on. So that Soros gave her tons of money. And it's a shame if that girl moves forward after what she did in that election. And I want to say again, 2,000 views ain't going nowhere. I don't know why they are not picking her up. That's what I want them to do. But her and her sister are both criminals, crimes to humanity. And I want to know why they are not being picked up. But maybe they'll pick her up because guess what? Soros gave her $3 million. He gave money to Hussein to do all that nasty shit. He supported him in a great deal. I think he was the first one to support him because Hussein needed to get some crack. And that's who he used to go to before he got his crack. So he knew him. But Soros is a bad man. And it's a shame that he is still functioning. That money is still functioning because he is dead. Soros is not alive. That man is not alive. I am so tired of these events that they're creating. And Pelosi is in Gitmo Bay. Schumer is in Gitmo Bay. Eric Holder's in for life at Gitmo Bay. So they need to tell the truth so we can, tell the truth. I followed it. So I know everybody that's dead. And a lot of people are dead all around the world. Deep state. And sadly, the mafia. I saw a movie, Dutch, and I really liked the movie. I pictured Dutch as being the American patriot. And when he jumped out of that window, I said, that's what Americans are going to start doing. We're going to take force, and they're going to have to do something else to do all these illegal things that they're doing to the American people. Because we can't even get that fucking Stacey Abrams. Don't tell me that girl is going to win governor in Georgia. And that's what I came back today. I know for a fact they're going to get her because they got him. And you know what him? Your Obama. He got. She's going to get got. Walked up to him, told him to get in the car. I ain't never seen him since. No, he was at Gitmo Bay. He got shot in the back of the head. They need to take her to Gitmo Bay. And maybe she will win the governor so that they can put her in Gitmo Bay. They can do it now. Yeah, all this shit, all this small pack and all that stuff that she's doing, they can put her at Gitmo Bay. And her sister is a judge, so she can definitely take her ass too. Them big old fat wenches. They probably will break the rope. But I want to see it. And I know a lot of other people want to see it. And we want Stacey Abrams and her sister to be, and Kim Gardner, all of y'all to Gitmo Bay. You are Black people that are disgusting. I'm telling you, they're putting people in positions. There's no governor here in California. They keep mentioning Newsom as if he's alive. And he's not alive. Newsom is not alive. I'll say it over and over and over again. His execution was special and different. Augusta is the priest that sees them when they're in the body bag. And he said for himself that Newsom was evil. There was something evil in him at the time of his death. That man drank adrenochrome. I know y'all found out what adrenochrome. That's where they drill holes in the child's head to get the liquids out, but the child has to be alive. So that's torturing them. He did that. He drank adrenochrome, and he did little things with little boys. So he's gone. And they keep mentioning his name as if he's alive. So let's look at it. California ain't got no governor. We don't want governors, the bad governors, back again. We don't need that. And because, see, they run the state. And that's the reason why this state in California is a sanctuary state. They have illegal people running the government. That's so not right for American people. So that's the kind of things that they're doing here in California. Well, Governor Newsom is gone. So they got to get a governor, a good governor. If they get another one that's in favor of this sanctuary state and all the icky things that are happening in this state, not spending money on it. It's Wilshire Boulevard is a mess. Ah, God, I couldn't believe that was torn up that fast. A lot of those studios are going to move out of here. You know why, young people? Because they don't need the locations anymore. You know, I'm getting I use Pinnacles for my software, and I got to get a new one. I just haven't done it. And you can make your location spot and use a studio for everything else. Girlfriends, the little show Girlfriends, they had clips of Leimert Park and all of that, but they weren't filming in Leimert Park. They filmed in the studio, and those clips were just put in there, edited into. They don't need the locations anymore, rather than spend all that money. I mean, California, if it don't get its stuff together, it's gone. Trash, opposite of what it used to be. They don't need it anymore. They don't need these beautiful locations. All they have to do is film it, take one film of them and use it in their movie, because look, they're doing it for people that they're saying are still alive. I think it's CGI. CGI. They'll take you and put you in Niagara Falls. They don't need the locations in California anymore. So they'll lose that. They're losing Walt Disney. And they're always talking about they building a train. Maybe there's jobs for people. So I'm not going to say that, because that's for people to have jobs for the time being before it falls down to hell. Stacy Abrams, that really makes me mad that girl is going to get away with that, what she did. And her sister ain't no good either. Both of them. They need to put their ass at Gitmo Bay. It would be good to hang both of them at Gitmo Bay, an hour apart. Because soon as they hit there now at Gitmo Bay, you are hung within 24 hours. Before it was like 3 days they may wait, or 4 days, but you do it so an hour apart. Put Stacy first and then the fat ass sister of hers second, and they'll be dead. And her mother will cry, just like millions of people would have cried if that girl becomes governor of anything. She's an evil woman. Okay? And I want to see it. But it's been happening. So she's going. You haven't seen it yet. When they got Obama, they walked up to him like it was, I don't know if they had any suits on. And they just walked up to him and told him, come on, and got in that car. And 3 days later, he was gone. That's what they're going to do to Stacey Abrams. It ain't forgotten what she did. And 2,000 Mules is actually going to help for future elections because these people are putting people in spots like that Lori Lightfoot, ugly thing. Oh, Lord. They could have at least spared our eyes. But no, she wasn't put in there. She was put in there. That's the word is. She had to. Who voted for her? What did she do? What high school did she go to? What the fuck is it about? Like that thing that they got in New York. Black man sounding like Martin Luther King, a Baptist preacher. Oh, shut the fuck up. You're taking money off of the biggest crook ever. And you want to talk about Jesus. Who knows that man? If you can, please come to one of these things, chat things. Who knows the man? Let me see, live chat. Let's see if we get a live chat. No, we can't. They've been doing this to me forever, but we have Truth Central now. So it's so much easier to communicate with people that are like you, you know. But that's okay. Didn't I tell you, YouTube? I heard some good news about you and Facebook and Twitter. Twitter is just as phony as it wants to be. Oh, people are opening. It's going to be opened up. Elon Musk is telling it all. YouTube. Now, I'm going to tell you, on YouTube, I like my to watch RVs and how they fix them up. That is one of my favorite stations. I really like that. But you're gonna go. And Facebook, be gone. They were nasty on there. They just were low down, dirty, nasty asses. To the point where I had nothing in common with anybody on Facebook. I want Kimn Gardner, what you did to those people and what our government did to those people. And those other prosecutors, which are black. Notice all of these nothings are coming up and they're all black. You know what they got it from? It's in their blood. You know from where? Because I'm black. I hope I never do no shit like that. I hope you can never come to me and ask me to snitch on my president or do some shit. Here's $50,000 million, $1 trillion. I'll never do that. I don't like that, and I ain't a snitch and never have been. Telling on people. And that Kimn Gardner, we haven't heard nothing, but we want her ass for what she did to those people. We want her in Gitmo, not in no jail. We want her to take that bitch. She was a government official when she did it, so she needs to go to hell. That Soros pays all those prosecutors. Whenever you see a black that comes and jumps in place like that mayor sounding like Martin Luther King and sounding like some bad, you know how the Baptist preachers, and that's what they're trying to create again. Although Martin Luther King wasn't no damn good. And if my book get out, then you can see it's only my theory, though. We're not going to do the looking up shit, and it wasn't no government that killed his ass. It was that hoe that he was fucking. Oh shit, I didn't mean to say that nasty word. Well, anyway, you know what I mean. Ain't nothing like a woman scorned. Nothing. And she got that Jesse Jackson to help her do it. Jesse Jackson was jealous as hell of Martin Luther King. He wanted to be God, you know. And so he did. And when she asked him, he said, right on, give me some and I'll do it. And she did. Because that was a no good ass woman. You know how long that lie lingered? Since I was a little girl in Lee Street School, that's grade school. We did Black History programs with that heifer in it, that fucking Rosa Parks. And all that shit was a lie. All of it. All this time. And you tell me that heifer didn't shoot Martin Luther King. She was mad because why? She would never be Mrs. King. And that. And plus, he fooled around with a lot of women. He was a nasty man. And you know why? Because what happened to the peace at home? What happened to the peace to his wife and his family? What happened? A dirty man. So now they got this dirty thing in New York. I heard him speak one time. I refused to listen to him because I know he's there for some bullshit. We know that he got paid by Soros. You can tell that, and all of them are Black. What they do to their own people is pathetic. But he's going to do some nasty shit in New York. Keep your eyes open in what I say. He's being ran by that Soros, that money. Somebody paid that bitch to be there. He's no good. He's speaking like Martin Luther King. Beware. He should have did his wife was Republican and he was Democrat. And I believe that has some kind of reason why they put everything up on Rosa Parks and not her. But you know how men are. That must have been his favorite snatch. His side chick. And to make up for it, I'll make you a star. I'll make you to make up for the fact that and then do your wife wrong. I heard it was domestic violence. So that means he put his hands on her. Now, I heard that. How old was I? 8 years old. No, he died when I was 8. He got shot when I was 8. I was a young girl. And my grandfather was a teacher of African American history. And we used to talk about that stuff at the table. And I got in trouble for looking up to Malcolm X and not Martin Luther King. That was a big thing with my grandfather, which was a Baptist minister. I was around it. The stuff was talked all the time. Church folks coming over to eat all the time and doing stuff like that. I heard that it was domestic violence. Now, just think if that came out on his ass around that time. Because he sure didn't leave nothing for his wife. And nor the kids that she has have not spoke up for her. Not 1 minute. You know why? They want to be a king. They want to be a king. Don't say that because I want to be able to go to college for free. I want to be whatever they did for those kids. One of them is gone. But they did nothing. And they'll probably say, that's not true. We all were friends. We all, that kind of shit. Yeah, really? Then why didn't your friend speak up and say she was not the one that stood up and said, I'm not going to the back of the bus? Why did she lie? Why did you lie? You lied for a long time too, until Miss Garrett is coming out of and she is that is a sweet woman. She didn't care about being famous or anything. So she never gave it a shot and say, I did that. She never did that. She was a good woman and it's coming out and she's going to get the credit that she deserves. They need to take that. Then they had enough nerve to put Rosa Parks in the goddamn White House. See, that shit, it's really scary because black people, organizations did that lie. That NAACP, they should get rid of it. Stop giving them money. You got Black Caucus and you got so many like them organizations that Stacey Abrams is, all them little bitty organizations. They need to get rid of them because they are the ones that tore down the Black community. You got to start all over, or you got to be about yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and see some things that may be not right. Fix it. That's the only thing you got left. Because see, those niggas in I want to see what that nigga's going to do in New York. That's what I want to see. Yes, I said nigga. He know he's not there. He's probably a piece of slime that'll do anything if somebody give him some money. Just like the African. Now, I want to say this real quick because it's 20 minutes. I hate to be on this video that long. But I want to be able to tell you this. Africa is disgusting. And that shit that they got in them came on to these niggas, Kimn, Gardner, Stacy, Abrams. Yeah, those are our Africans. Because their government, I feel sorry for those people, but those people are going to have to destroy their government. They're going to have to. They're way out. Oh, they're horrible people. Horrible. Oh, I looked at one, Lagos. It's a city in Nigeria. And it's on, their houses are on stilts. That's where they live because of the water, 5 feet. The water is 5 feet. You know how the water and all the doo-doo and garbage and all that is flushed into their city by their government, which I saw, you guys. I saw them talking. They had some stank-ass meeting about it, which is not, if you heard these people, you would just simply not ever want to go to no motherfucking Africa. You know, I think that the people need to take them, put their heads on a stick, and march through the street. They're trying to take that area away from those people, so that's what they do. And their government, and guess what? Are they British? Presbyterian? No, they are Black. And they're the same Black people that did that to us when we were put on that damn ship to come to America. Because those British did not do that by themselves. And they didn't want Black people at first. They didn't want you. They wanted white Europeans. Slaves. They were slaves and servants as well. They wanted them, though, because they had more in common with them. That's why. But what happened? What did Europe do? Just like they do now. Protected them by raising the price of each one that they would want to take back. And they said, we can't do that. We haven't made the money yet. Cotton, but there were some people making money. Cotton made a lot of money. Lots. But the white European people protected their people by raising the price. Then they said, get the Blacks. Ain't nobody watching over them. In fact, they may need some money. And that's exactly what happened. So it was none of that lynching and stuff then. Jim Crow came after slavery was, I think after slavery or during slavery too, they were hanging people and doing things, chopping people up, having sex with the little girls and the boys. It was really bad. But then it's the African that did that and said, come on, we'll help. and they gave them the money. So the reparation wouldn't come from America. It would come from the African. Give the money back, bitch. And took these people and made them slaves. Truck. You, if you really think about it, though, you have to look at Gory Island and Dynasty, or this young man. I watched the whole thing. I watched the tour, and it was very interesting. It was the first time I seen Gory Island. But when I saw the different rooms and the different they had to go through, someone built that. That wasn't that British. They just wanted to get them in shape to put them on, take them through the door of no return. Those were Black people. And when they asked Dinus asked them, did you do that? And he said, no. Look it up. It's on YouTube somewhere. Or write him and see if he'll lie. Because his show is real heavy with Black this, Black that. And I have a problem with that because Black people are their own worst enemy. The sooner he realized that, the better off. And Africa ain't worth 10 cents. Nor is Haiti. 15 bullets they put into their president. How did they get into that area to attack? And people from all over, terrorists and all that, busting in and doing that. Haiti is full of shit. When Foundation, what's her name, Hillary? When Hillary took all the money, didn't give them any money out of the foundation, came back and wanted to hire people for the sex trafficking she was doing in Haiti to America. And guess how many children till this day, and it could be more, at that particular time was 800,000 children were missing from Haiti. Haiti did that. They helped and got their president murdered. I no longer bow down to Haiti, and that's where my great grandmother comes from. I don't. You motherfuckers are evil. Africa is evil. There's nothing beautiful about Africa. Nothing. And then until you clean up Lagos, and if y'all actually tear those people down and have them in water and doo-doo and all of that kind of stuff, and not put them in proper places, even if you take their homes, then you should die. And those people need to get together and war you down out of your places of royalty. You're evil people to do that to a human beings. Crimes to humanity. See you guys. I want Stacy Abrams to go to Gitmo Bay and be taken care of, and her sister. That's what I want. See you later. Bye for now.